Welcome back to Automotive, another Chevelle episode. This one, hopefully, I get to some welding. That's the goal of tonight. See if I get that far. Now, I made a couple adjustments to kind of get some things in a little better location. Still not perfect, of course. Um, then again, nothing on this car is really going to be perfect at this level. Um, I'm still learning how to do all of this work. So as it goes, this car will get better. But right now, the goal is getting it back together so it's actually a car again. So my goal is get this quarter. So I'm working on the driver's side. Get the driver's side quarter off. Touch up any of the places that I need to weld, right down and along here. Get those all touched up, as in take the flappy disc and get them down to bare metal. Pretty much anywhere I plan on welding, that's probably my goal at the moment. I'm probably not exactly going to be welding this thing correctly. I don't have a spot welder, of course, so I'm not doing that. But like when I get to here, I'll weld this seam and clean it up, and same on the other side. And yeah, I'll just weld as I go. Now, I don't plan on getting anywhere near this seam at the moment. My main goal tonight, get the door on, figure out where the door lines up, get it to line up correctly with the body line, tack up down here, at least a couple spot welds, if not get the whole thing tacked, and then get in here as well. Oh man, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, right? And so get it to where this portion, this, is in place, not moving, right? So I don't have to clamp this anymore. That is my goal for tonight. If I get further, I get further. That'll be awesome. But I want to at least get that far. So once that's done, then I can go through and I can do the same on the other side, and then I'll gradually work my way back. So this, of course, I don't have wheel welds, so there's nothing to weld to here. Down here, I've got to make sure the trunk is in the proper place to do that. So actually, after both quarters are done, my next step might actually just be lining this guy up. Now, what I discovered test fitting everything is that with the tweaking or whatever happened back here, I can't exactly get this in place until everything else goes in place. And a big part of that is because this lip right here, I don't know how well you can see it, but this lip is actually the package tray. So this needs to be in the proper location for that to be in the proper location. So this is going to guide the front to back of it. And I'm not doing that until I have back here verified with a trunk lid that it'll be in the correct location. Another one of my big fears at the moment is this. So I'm not entirely sure why that is so bad. Sorry if the camera angle sucked on that, but I'm trying to push it down, and yeah, it's just not overly friendly. But, you know, the side-to-side's kind of, I'm going to beat the shit out of that. The side-to-side's driven by, you know, this right here. It'll tack to this. Both the sides are lined up properly on here, right? So that's at least guided correctly. But, yeah, I don't know. And then it'll be figuring out how to center it on this panel before I weld it to this. So there's a good chance this gets welded to the quarters before getting welded to this. And then, of course, to add that, I've also got this inner panel that is going to have to be located correctly on the quarter as well. Again, right now, everything is just clamped in place. Everything is movable. I also have Clecos if I need to get those out to semi-permanent lock everything in place, but I don't know how to use those in the areas I need to, just because of trunk lids and doors and all of that. I think I've given you plenty of information, and I'm just procrastinating working on this point. So you know what? Let's get to it. The driver's side quarter is on-ish. And by that, I mean I lined up the door, and I got that portion done. Portion of the roof will be the last portion. Portion of the back needs, well, some work. And by that, I mean I got to do the passenger side, get get the damn trunk lid, and make sure everything's squared up for there, and then I can start welding that. Which then will line up the trunk, and then will line up the rear pack. It's a lot. It's a lot. But we're getting there. Now, I'm still not good at welding. My idea did not work out. So I do not like this gap. I wanted to weld it closed. I'm not that good of a welder, so I failed. Took out my welds and I welded correctly, which is in here. They look like poop, but whatever. They're done. No one will ever see them. I'll seal them up properly and won't be an issue. And then I drilled through this, put some welds in there, called it a day. Failed at trying to get this to weld together, so I'll deal with that at another point. Got that kind of on there. Again, doesn't look great, but I'll fix it. Just trying to get everything put together-ish right now before I go through and start cleaning things up, right? So when you get back here, you've got a ton of pieces that attach. This, and this are all separate pieces that all need to attach to the quarter. And they all kind of use the quarter to locate them, but the quarter also locates off of them, so it's going to be difficult to do it correctly. And then, of course, I have the rear deck, and I've got the rear window thing that'll go here. So that'll kind of set the width, right? So I'll be able to do that, but then that guy's got to go in there and kind of set the width as well. And yeah, I don't know yet. It's going to take a little bit of work to figure it all out. I'll get there. I have faith, even if I'm struggle bussing. So the next step is going to get this door on, which you'll see in the next video. I'll put the passenger door on. I'll go through and get all of this tacked in place. This stupid thing keeps popping out. It'll just pop out again, but that'll go on there. Ooh, which reminds me, the main reason I'm putting the door on, I'm kind of adjusting the door, even though the door has adjustment to line up, right? I would close it, but it'd be loud, right? And the goal is to get that to line up. Okay, I'm gonna have to close it. So then the body line lines up. Hooray, it looks like a car again. Doors, seen better days. But yeah, do the same on the other side. With that, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, follow along the project. It's a hell of a project that's got a long ways to go. Comment down below, remind me how bad I am at welding, or ask questions, or, even hype me up. I could use it. It's a lot of work. With that, thanks for watching.